on in the news? I heard that Mayor Bloomberg from New York City has put his hat in the ring and he is going to be running for president of the United States. So let's take a look at this. I have some questions I've written out. We'll see kind of where his campaign is, what he's looking at, what are his obstacles, will he be the Democrat nominee? Let's take a look at that and see what the cards have to say. We'll be right back. Okay, the first question I have is, what is his motive in running for president? Now, we have the Nine of Fire. I'm using my cat deck today. When I see this card, I see the cats around the table, and to me it looks like conspiring together, like trying to work out a plan. So I wonder, there's obviously been some strategizing or some planning beforehand, but the motive almost feels a little like kind of let me keep going on this. I don't want to say too much till I kind of see the rest of the cards on that, but I get a kind of a weird feeling with it. All right, his worldview. Okay, he's got the sun. When I look at this card, look at the artwork on this. We have this golden goddess or god type of figure with the sun behind him, and the cat's kind of just lounging around, and it almost feels like that's kind of maybe how he sees himself. It's kind of like he knows best, and I think he sees himself as this benevolent figure that knows, you know, that feels, I don't know if it's, I don't want to use the word entitled, but feels kind of like he knows best, and he can come in and, like, other people just need to kind of just take their place and and understand that he knows what's best. That's kind of the feeling I get with this figure. And I think he feels like he's got the sun with him, like that sun behind him, like he's got either the moral high ground or some type of moral authority that he feels that he can lead, and he knows what's best for the rest of us. That's kind of how that feels. His worldview is kind of a little bit centered around him. Okay. His campaign focus strategy. Okay, so he's got the Three of Fire, and I'll let you see this card here. This is a card of getting ready to, obviously this cat's getting ready to leap into action. Seeing something and knowing when the right moment is to act. It's a card of having a vision and seeing the end goal. So I think he's focused on end goals, kind of the bigger picture kind of person. Next question is his appeal to the voters, the average person in America. His appeal to those that support him. He's got the Sky King, the King of Swords. So I think that his appeal to people might be that he may be a good communicator. Perhaps has a way of stating things or coming across in a very diplomatic or sharp mentally kind of manner, and he knows how to present himself well, and maybe he speaks well. I don't know a whole lot about him other than just what I've seen of him. I mean, I live way across on the other side, so I don't pay much attention to him because I don't live in that area at all. But that's what I would think, is that people see him as astute, and he's talks well-spoken, I guess. Okay. His biggest obstacle that he faces, he's got the Endings card. Biggest obstacle that he faces. This is a card of things coming to an end or being backed into a corner like this cat is in this picture. Like you're up against a wall and there's no way out. I wonder if part of it is some things in his past record that things that he's done maybe in the past, that's probably going to come out that maybe isn't all that favorable. And it's kind of like it's done. It's in the past. There's nothing he can really do about it. It's kind of out there. I think he may be his own biggest obstacle in that regard. I wonder if there's more on that, but I'm thinking that it's his own past record may prove to be an obstacle that he has to kind of figure out how to overcome, or to spin his past, or make it so that it's not going to impact him going forward. I'm sure he'll find creative ways to do that. But that's going to be kind of a big deal, I think, going forward for him. Okay, the outcome card. We've got the Fool card. Got a major arcana on this. The Fool card, well, that's actually pretty positive if you're looking for, you know, this new venture that he's going on. I'm going to do another quick spread right after this and get some kind of drilled down into the details of, you know, whether he's going to be the Democrat nominee and all of that. So we'll get into that. I just want to do this overview first. And I would say that Fool, that's all about new beginnings and stepping out, kind of like, okay, I'm going for it, and I'm going to step out and do this thing. So that's pretty positive moving forward. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. I'll be right back, and we'll do the last spread. Okay, I'm back. Will Mayor Bloomberg be the Democrat nominee? What is his favorability with the DNC? On that question, I have the reverse devil card. So it's kind of an ominous looking card. This card is about, you know, kind of it's that bondage feeling, kind of restricted. As a reversal, sometimes it can mean like coming out of bondage. But when it comes to his favorability with the DNC and having that reversal, I get a really kind of mixed feeling with it. I don't get a real good favorable feeling. It doesn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy. So I don't think that I think the DNC may have their own, the way that they want to go and their direction. And I think that they would like to see a candidate kind of come in and work with them. And I think Mayor Bloomberg, what we saw with that son previously, I think he's got his ideas and what he thinks, and I think I don't know that those two sides are going to really mesh very well. I think they may see him as, you know, we have to kind of rein him in a little bit, and I think he probably sees the DNC as maybe, you know, come on, you just got to get on board with me. So I think there's some friction there that I'm sensing between those two. Next question, the obstacle he faces in getting the Democrat nomination. Now, this is interesting. This was the outcome card of that previous spread, the Fool card. However, it came in reversed. So I'll show it to you reversed. The upside down cat. This card is a reversal. Well, okay, upright. This card is about taking risk. You're just going to jump in and do this thing. And as a reversal, it's like you're being a little reckless, almost too careless. You're going overboard, you know, kind of rein it in a little. Be careful, kind of risky kind of thing. So I think he's got a little bit on this obstacle. He's got a little bit of careless, reckless feeling with that. The final outcome, will he be the final Democrat for 2020? Last question. Now, I've got the 7 of fire, and it also came in reverse. So 3 reversals on his favorability overall with the Democratic National Committee. Not so good. Now, he's got this 7, okay, the 7 of fire. This is a card of getting the upper hand, but it came in reversed. This is like you've got opposition. It's kind of like you're having to run uphill. It's not quite getting the upper hand. And so I think with this as a final outcome, it's like, I don't think he has what it's going to ultimately need for him to get across the finish line with getting that nomination from the Democrat Party. So a little struggly there, I think. Struggly. I just made up a word. Okay, last card underneath. Well, the card underneath kind of flavors everything. He's got the reversed fire, earth of fire, fire, earth, fire. He's got the reversed 5 of earth. Now, the 5 of earth is like, this is like taking risk, almost too much. And I'll show you the picture. This cat's sitting out in the cold in the snow, looking inside at a warm house, but he's on the outside looking in. So, and it's about risk, too much risk. Reversal could be just almost, it's too risky. There's something about the balance of risk to reward ratio, just not quite there. So I don't think he will be the ultimate nominee for the Democrat Party. Now, I do know that he's put out some ads already. I saw a big 30-second ad on television this morning for him. So he's really hitting the airwaves. He's got a ton of money behind him. But it's not just about the money. It's about connecting with the, well, you gotta win the favorability of your party and also the favorability of those who support that party. So he's got a little bit of not quite meshing there. So that's all I have for Mayor Bloomberg with this. I will check in again real soon with the other nominees. I did have another nominee way back when I did this earlier in the year. Someone else was very, very favorable. So we'll see if that's still the case. And we will check in with this again real soon. Okay? All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by my channel. If you liked it, leave a like. This has been Intuitive Edge. We'll catch you next time. Bye for now.